Hey there berries, welcome to my first ever Age of Wonders 4 playthrough. I've never played the game, I've never loaded up a match, I don't even really know what to expect apart from when we had the cinematic intro. There was a theme of demons invading and humans having to fight against evil. So there's definitely a fantasy vibe to this game, and I have heard that it's similar to kind of Civilization in terms of how it's played out. A top-down kind of like map view. It's a game by Paradox Interactive, so if you're kind of used to their games, they're usually quite complicated and in-depth games. So I have no idea if Age of Wonders 4 is going to be super duper complicated, but I wouldn't be surprised if there were some mechanics and stuff that would take some time getting used to. I do intend on playing through a campaign and going through all of it, you know, and win or lose, I'll still post the results. So if you're interested in following my noob gameplay series, then be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll post more Age of Wonders 4 content. It's tough not saying Age of Empires, I swear, because I play a lot of Age of Empires. And so I don't really know how to necessarily delve straight in, so I think we'll just jump into a new game and see what happens.
Choose your destination.
So we can create a realm of our our own kind of realm, which might be the map, I'm assuming. So we've got Fields of Rebirth, Valley of Wonders, Greenshire, the Crystal Dunes, the Ruins of Foston, the Vengeful Wilds, the Deadlands even. So I'm not sure exactly what a tier 3 realm is. Maybe it means it's harder, but we've got a beginner scenario here. The returning wizard kings first preyed on small, bountiful and harmonic realms to hone their skills. Will you be a protector or an invader of this beautiful domain? I guess we can start off with the beginner scenario and see how it goes. Difficulty. I don't like playing games on easy, even if I've never played them before, so I'll just do normal. We've got a realm trait here. This realm is more peaceful, but still not without danger. High tier ancient wonders are absent. High tier infestation spawners are absent.
Here, you have the unique ability to create your empire and the people living in it.
Oh, cool. So we can make our own kind of faction or something. There's a custom tab here too. So yeah, we can make our own, a whole new race and a ruler. Whether they are deep dwarves, mystic elves, or barbarian halflings, they all make excellent followers. As your empire grows, you acquire new tomes of magic, allowing you to evolve your people into the direction you want, be it angelic beings, undead, or other transcendent forms. This Age of Wonders will be yours. Right, so we can make a whole new faction.
In the following steps, you will create your people, followed by your ruler.
So basically I'm God and I'm making my own civilization. For your first faction, we suggest you focus on a theme instead of the numbers. Roleplay your favorite trope or go crazy with experimentation. In this first step, pick your people's physical form. Forms have default traits which you can swap out if you like. So you've got human, elf, orc, dwarfs, halflings, goblin, furries, rats, toads, moles. I'm not sure. It's a shame we can't just be a giant berry. I would love to be a giant berry. Let's be a toad. Their heads are shaped closest to what I think a berry is. What do we got here? We're resilient. Units are less likely to be affected by negative status effects. So gain +3 status resistance. Water adaptation. Moving around and settling in swamp areas becomes easier. Swamp terrain costs -2 movement points. Able to build farms on swamp terrain. So we're going to be wanting to be in the swamp. Basically, we're Shrek. Alright.
In this step, you will pick your people's culture, which defines your starting units and economy.
The units, the icons, so these little icons to the right, next to the culture names are called magic affinities, reflecting your people's attunement to the 6 cosmic forces. Your affinity score has a big impact on your playstyle and gives a good indication of rival factions' capabilities. So we could be some feudal toads, which is to do with gold, that looks like, and nature. I feel like if we're going to go into kind of a berry, frog, swamp, Shrek theme, then nature is probably something that we're going to want to go into. If there is kind of a nature, there's money here. We've got chaos. There's another nature there. We've got production. We've got shadow affinity. We've also got astral affinity, modifies the mana income of their city. So let's go with something that has nature in. So we've got money and nature, or we've got chaos and nature. Chaos is the cosmic power of change and destruction associated with conquest, strife, and demonic forces. Whereas order affinity is the power that brings structure to the cosmos and to the life of mortals, associated with light, faith, and justice, and government of empires. Do we want to be kind berries, or do we want to be evil berries? Let's be kind berries.
What defines their society?
So we've got lots of different society things here. We've got chosen uniters. They strive to build a realm based on cooperation, but will not hesitate to defend it. Gain 20% income from vassals, plus 10 alignment with the moon or something. Shield units and polearm units have +1 rank. Starting with boost, start with an extra shield unit or polearm unit. Diplomatic focus. Devotees of good. They share pure intentions, compassion, and unerring devotion to the cause of good. The cities gain +10 city stability, and your empire gains +5 green spiky thing, Imperium, per level of good alignment. So maybe we just go into double good, or we can go into, let's have a look at the nature things as well. Let's have a look at Imperialist, and then we'll have a look at the nature things. They're focused on the glory of their empire and the development of their cities. The throne city and cities that share a border with the throne city gain +20 happiness, city stability, and 20 gold income. Capital city starts with +1 population. Adapt settlers. They're pioneers and settlers, founding cities wherever they go. +1 city cap. Founding cities cost -25% less Imperium. Newly founded cities gain +1 population. Experienced seafarers with strong sea legs. They are unrivaled on the water and know how to dredge up extra value from the depths. Fabled hunters. They are legendary hunters, excelling in ranged combat and exploration. So let's do like adept settlers. Something nature based, and then we can take one of these good things. So we can go with maybe extra happiness. Berries are pretty happy, I feel. Berry, nature, devotees of good, toad, frog, Shrek people.
Choose your first tome of magic.
Gosh. Tome of faith. Tome of zeal. So we're only going to look at the nature and the light. So we've got 4 books here that we're going to have a little look at. So we've got things like allegiance with target, free city increases 30%. I don't know what any of this stuff is. Do we want a healing book? Maybe that looks like a healing book. We can summon a zealot. I don't know if that's how you say it, onto the target world hex. It's advantageous against condemned units. What have we got in there? We've got Tome of Beasts. We can summon animals. Well, that sounds cool. Summons a random tier 1 animal onto the target hex. Or we've got like a healing book. We can still summon plant things. Let's go for this Tome of the Beasts and being able to summon animals and stuff.
What is your ruler's origin?
A rule has risen from the ranks of their people. All cities have 10% gold and 20% happiness. All non-hero units gain 20% experience. Start with 100 relation with 3 cities. Let's go with the champion. The champion berry frog. Oh, now I have to... Honestly, the in-depthness of this is insane. There's just... there is a lot going on here at first. I'm sure once like I understand the game more, could do a few games, understand what some of the stats are, the mechanics are, some of the units that I like playing with and stuff, we can tweak it a little bit more. But yeah, it's quite overwhelming, but I'm sure in a good way though. Body type, we'll go with that. We'll go with a chunky berry. Can we change to a blueberry? Blue? Is that as close as we're gonna get? Oh, blue. Fantastic. We can change our poses. Yeah, there we go. That's what a peaceful berry would do, wouldn't he? Put his hands out, showing he's got nothing to hide. Chained head. Oh, that one looks like a derpy cute frog. Let's go with the derpy cute frog. Mohawk? No mohawk. Eyebrows? No eyebrows. It looks kind of cute. Hair color top. I mean, we've got no hair, right? Outfits. We can change your outfit. We can have a helmet as well. That looks kind of cool. Oh, it could be a wizard. Oh, let's go with that. The crown that's covering our eyes. I like that. Can we go blue armor? We can't go blue armor. That's a shame. And there's a cape as well that we can have a look at. Yeah, I want a cape. Capes are cool. Yeah, we do that. I think we look like a very, very pog king. Or champion. What kind of weapon do we have here though? Shield and sword. Great sword. Bow. Spirit staff. Spirit orb. I guess we can start with a spirit staff. Maybe heal people. Can we change our army color? Oh, it's a shame we can't change our army color to like blue though. I would love to be able to do that. Oh, you can change the mounts. Frogs and giant horses. That's not very swamp-like. Oh, they got tiny little ponies. They got tiny little ponies, man. Oh my god. Yeah, let's go with the tiny little ponies. That's hilarious. Oh, we can like tint our... Oh, is there any berries in there? There's a tree. That's the closest thing we're gonna get to a bush, isn't it? I can't find any berries. Might just have to stick with the tree. They got crabs but no berries. They got rib cages. I see a moon. I think we're gonna have to just stick with the tree. Yeah, we'll go with the tree then, fine. Nice, the army's looking pretty cool. Right.
Your journey begins.
So now we can change, right, my name. So we're gonna be King Bizzleberry. Glory to King Bizzleberry, champion of our kind. He will bring a new age of prosperity to the berries. Berries? Berry bush? No, berries. Berries is fine. Our race is called berries. Stout amphibian-like beings born with vocal sacs that allow them to communicate through loud croaking. Their natural resilience makes them less likely to be affected by magic. Living around or in water is second nature to them. They hold honor and valor in high regard and fight to uphold their laws wherever they go. They are pioneers and settlers, founding cities wherever they go. They share pure intentions, compassion, and unerring devotion to the good cause. Brilliant. Onward. Wow, that's actually really cool, like kind of character customization kind of stuff. Hey, look, there we are. There's our flag. It's a shame it hasn't got berries on, but it would do. Bizzleberry, a new ruler emerges. Explore your surrounding and expand your domain. Prepared to face your rivals and become the master of this realm. Your choices will shape the new age of wonders. Here we've got the Tome of Beasts. Yep. Starting magic. Do I get to choose, or is this definitely what we're getting? So we've got, for any units in a 1 hex radius, gain 5 morale, become 1 strengthened. And we've got Mark as Prey, becomes distracted, suffers 3 sundered defense. Apparently that can stack up to 5 times, so that gets like a 3 stack of a debuff of sundered defense.
A new age of wonders dawns.
Allow me to lend some aid, O King. During play, messages like this provide advice on how to achieve victory on this realm. Some of these will trigger objectives for your growing empire. Click on the question mark button on the bottom right to open additional advice. If you want to reread any advice, you can open the advice history in the same menu by pressing the tick button. You can disable and reset these messages in settings.
Take some time to look around and familiarize yourself with your new surroundings.
So we can do WASD to move around. We can also hold left click. Rotate the camera and hold middle mouse button and drag your mouse. Oh, spinny. Press R to reset.
You can take a closer look at the land by zooming in, or get a better overview of the world. You have reached the overview map. As you explore the world, you will have many threats and opportunities to consider. Use this to inform your strategies.
So map looks like it could be pretty massive actually. So we can zoom back in. I like that. I do like that. Like a simplified view of the what you kind of own and what resources are nearby. There's a gold vein nearby there. There's a production stash, battlefield remnants, pastures, iron deposit, a chest. You can see it much more clearly once you're getting into... I should zoom in more. Alright, so what should we do? City expansion. I guess we should click on some of these tutorial thingies. Select a city that has increased in its population.
You have selected an army. Armies are the core
Oh, have
of
I?
your military
I didn't click on the
strength.
city.
They can explore the world, attack your foes, and defend your lands.
So we've got an army of scouts. So presumably they can move across the land a little bit quicker. Didn't mean to actually move that, but okay. Army of Bizzle is much stronger. We've got lots of different like units in here. I guess that's what that number represents, is how many 5 is 5 like regiments of units. We've got some archers here, we've got some peasant pikemen, we've got some bannermans, and we have me.
An army is made up of individual units. You can see a unit's tier, unit role, and movement points in the army panel.
I see, so those little footsteps down there are the movements.
Your armies can move a limited distance every turn. The distance they can move depends on the terrain they traverse.
Whenever an army moves us onto a hex occupied by an enemy army, it initiates combat. Okay.
You are about to begin exploring your surroundings. While the wide world holds plenty of things to find, 2 of the most valuable places you can come across are free cities and ancient wonders.
So we've got an objective: discover an ancient wonder, discover a friendly free city.
You have selected one of your cities.
So this is my capital, I
Cities
guess.
are central to your economy and allow you to build more units for your armies.
So food, draft, and production are resources used to develop your cities. Gold, mana, imperium, and knowledge are resources that can be spent on any city, unit, or spell.
Locations and province improvements located in a city's domain will provide you with income. Structures can be built to improve your city.
Select the hammer button located on the right side of the city panel and choose a structure to build. Suggestion: build a storehouse or a workshop. Select the hammer button located on the right side of the city panel. Okay, so we can choose to build a building. Cost money, so we could build a workshop or we could build a storehouse. Let's get some more food coming in then.
Cities also recruit
It
your
says,
units. Units cost upkeep every turn, so keep an eye on your income to ensure you can pay for your units.
Select the helmet button located under the production queue and choose a unit to recruit. So let's get a peasant pikeman. They're a bit cheaper and take 1 turn less to recruit. So we'll get one of those in 3 turns. So in 4 turns, we'll get the next population from 2 to 3. I guess we just go venture out. There's so many little buttons here. Build a mine, build a forester. I mean, I'm assuming we should probably build actual mines on these like resources. Like we've got a gold vein here, valuable vein of gold. It's on swamp as well, apparently. So we should probably build.
You have encountered a resource node. They provide additional yield to the province they are located in. Nodes are often occupied by marauders. To claim the node and its benefits, these guards will need to be removed first.
Not all neutral armies are the same. An army bearing the tower banner represents a free city. A black banner with a skull signifies a marauder guard. The red banner with a skull signifies an army belonging to an infestation. Well, there doesn't seem to be an army actually occupying this space, so we can maybe start building a mine here. Build outpost. Cannot establish an outpost adjacent to an already existing outpost or city.
This city has grown and gained a new population. Each additional population enables you to expand the city's domain by placing a province improvement. Every province has different features, which determine what type of improvement can be built in it.
Left click on the pin button to add the province to your city's domain. The pin button. Okay, now it's lost me. What does that mean? I want to claim this terrain here. So city expansion, maybe we can have a look at that. Nope, we're not allowed to look at this tutorial. Oh, that is the city expansion tutorial. So, okay, so after some researching, apparently I needed to click on my city and then click on the territory that I wanted, and then you clicked on the gold mine structure. I think it's kind of weird that you have to click on your city in order for that to be able to happen, but hey, whatever. Also, I merged my scout and my my hero together, so yeah, they're now merged. But anyway, let's see if we can attack one of these skulls. So this marauder battle guard, attack marauder guard.
You're about to enter combat. Inspect all participants and their combined strength before deciding if you want to fight manually or have your army automatically fight the battle.
How'd you do manual? I want to see what manual combat is. Oh wow, you can actually control where units go and stuff in this?
Welcome to the field of battle. Here, you must kill or rout your foes in order to claim victory.
The defending army always takes the first turn. So that's me. And then we've got some archers. We've got some bannermen.
A unit. It has 3 action points to spend on moving and using abilities.
So we've got Banner Smite, a magical attack. We've got Bulwark Standard, gives people defenses nearby. And we've also got a heal. These spearmen can just do a melee strike. We've got these scouts have got a ranged attack. Small bannerman. We've got me. We've got magic blast. We've got quick stab, and we've got restore. Alright, so there doesn't seem to be any height terrain. Maybe this area here is higher. Yeah, maybe we want to try and get up here. Maybe there's an advantage of getting higher up. So let's try and get our melee units over there as quickly as possible. See if we can get our archers maybe a little bit closer too. Okay. We've shifted our army over.
This is a scout unit, which is weak and best kept out of battle. If forced to fight, its high speed and ranged attacks make it a good unit for flanking.
Okay. Got defense mode warding. So we can't do any more movement, so we'll just defend this position.
This is a support unit, which can use magical abilities to heal and strengthen its allies.
And then defend the king. What sort of defensive things going on here? Everyone's just chilling. Oh, they're going straight down the middle now. They've got an ogre as well.
Spells can have a variety of powerful effects and can turn the tide of battle when used properly.
Spells are unavailable on the first turn of combat. So we've got... So these are our abilities. So we've got Call to Glory. Friendly units in a 1 hex radius game around become strengthened. Target enemy, they become distracted and they take defense debuff. Okay. So that's Mark.
This is a polearm unit, a frontline melee fighter. With its first strike and charge resistance abilities, it is perfectly suited for absorbing enemy melee attacks.
Okay, so we're going to...
You have selected your ruler. Your ruler is a powerful combatant who can wield magical equipment and learn a variety of skills.
So, I don't know if he actually used that magical power onto that or not.
This is a ranged unit, which excels at dealing physical damage from a distance. It is vulnerable to melee attacks and should be kept in the back line.
We should probably bring these units back around then if they're going to run down the middle.
This unit has a ranged ability selected. Ranged abilities have an accuracy rating, which is the chance that the ability will hit the intended target.
70%. Oh, I didn't mean to actually move those units there. But hey, let's shoot these guys. Nice. Seem to have taken a little bit of damage. We've got a banner strike. We're not quite in range for that. No!
Within an enemy's zone of control.
I didn't mean to move them that far up.
When a unit moves into an enemy's zone of control, it becomes temporarily pinned and cannot move the rest of the
So I'm going to put those in defensive mode. I didn't actually mean to move them that way like that. So if they're going to rush down the middle, I'm worried about these bannermen being in trouble. Banner strike. So let's try and move these units around then. Banner strike. Can we do that? 30% chance. Oh, it worked. We reduced their defense. I'm gonna see if I can get these scouts maybe to move around. Get them to shoot. These pikemen at the front. Looks like they're approaching half HP. Let's move our ruler over around a bit closer. The magic blast. 30% chance of that landing. So we'll do a magic blast. Okay. Okay. I think we've done all the moves that we can do. So we did that standard defense. Now, I don't know where this UI went off to, onto the right of me, but it's now back. So all we can really do is end turn and hope these bannermen at the front don't do too badly. They do have increased defense. That ogre could end up being a bit of a problem. They resisted the bleeding. Oh, they're getting to attack a lot there. Alright, so maybe we should... 90% chance to shoot this ogre. So I guess we should do that. We can maybe move these pikemen behind. Let's hit the ogre from behind. Prod him in the butt.
Just attacked an enemy from behind. This is called flanking and gives a damage bonus.
Nice. These bannermen are kind of stuck. We can maybe just keep them in defensive mode, maybe. These scouts can shoot down these pikemen. Seems like a lot of damage, they're nearly dead. We have a magic blast that we're able to use 100% use on this ogre. So we're now shifting our focus onto the ogre, I guess. So yeah, our bannerman... Once again, this is very close to us, so we can hit that, or we can choose to maybe heal. We could maybe choose to heal those units tanking there. Put them together might be nicer as well. I don't know, in terms of morale, if that's a thing. We've also got some more buffs here to maybe use. So we could maybe use another standard defense on this ogre. Oh. Casting costs, it costs 5 mana. But maybe we don't want to use spells every turn, because otherwise we'll use our resources. I don't know if they replenish at the end of combat or not. I think we're probably okay not to do anything then. So have we got any action points left? That might be it. Oh, we can choose to move these units if we want to. Cannot be used when in the enemy zone of control, so you can't really seem to use these abilities if you're kind of like in melee fighting with other units. So let's just do another defensive thing down here. They can be like frontline tanking, I guess. Oof. Oh god. Our pikeman took a lot of damage there. That's looking bad. And now they're gonna get shot, I think. Ah, we lost a unit. We lost all of our pikemen. Well, in turn, we can return the favor. And we can probably kill this ogre. We can also look at shooting.
This unit has suffered casualties. Casualties occur when a unit takes damage, which also causes the unit to deal less damage with its attacks.
Okay, so we can still do a banner smite onto these guys. And then we can do another one as well. Okay, cool. We've got these scouts here to bring over to shoot at these ranges. I don't know if they're going to reply. It appears not. Maybe I should have marked these guys as prey. Not fully sure how these spells work. Now I don't know what's happening with my UI. Like the UI is gone again. Targeting enemy unit. Invalid target. Target enemy unit. I mean, that is an enemy unit. Right click to cast spell. Okay, there we go. It worked. End turn. So they're going to get to shoot. They are hit with a blind. It wasn't the strongest attack, so now we just got to finish these guys off. So we just need to hunt them down. Nowhere for them to go. Bring our archers in. Let them shoot. He missed. 50% chance. Go on. Is this going to be the killing blow? Slow-mo and everything. There we go. And we got victory. Glorious king, O king, you've defeated an army in combat, rewarding you with loot and surviving units with experience. The more experience they get, the stronger your armies become. Now we've won a battle. There's still some dogs and there's some other mole men looking thing apparently coming into our territory soon. So I think orders required. Oh, so was that, did that count as a full day then? Because we now got those peasant pikemen now available to us. We can see if we can regroup that onto our main army so that we've replenished our forces. Let's train some more units. Let's get some more peasants, and but we need more melee units really, because we've got quite a few ranged units.
A unit and opened the unit panel.
That's just basically a stat screen. Just trying to take that off the queue. There we go. Yeah, we kind of need melee units right now. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Set arcane research.
Arcane research enables you to learn new spells and acquire new units. The culture and tome your empire will research the skill over time using your knowledge income.
No, it's up there. So it's just trying to read about what this. So friendly units in the 1 hex radius gain steadfast. But then I was trying to read what steadfast does. There we go. This unit cannot have fewer than 1 hit point. So it's like they get to survive, I guess, right? All friendly animals and cavalries gain bolstered defense and strengthened. Summons a random tier 1 animal onto the target world hex. Small chance of summoning a tier 2 animal. I guess we should go for that. Don't have any cavalry, and the other one takes 7 turns to learn. That like not anti-die thing. So I guess we should probably look at defeating this fire thing over here. So it does appear like the there is an experience bar or levels.
You have selected
yes.
a hero. Heroes lead your armies around the world. Only they have the authority to explore ancient wonders, construct outposts, or start a siege.
So that's our level bar. We're 50% of the way through level 1. You can actually equip gear. We've got like chest and helmet and boots and a ring and gloves. Is there an offhand maybe? Yeah. Some extra like slots, some mount as well maybe. It's pretty cool. Let's do an auto battle on this one. Team did pretty well.
A hero can choose a new hero skill.
So we seem to get
time they reach a new level.
Production as well.
You can choose how to specialize your heroes.
So we seem to get production when we kill a unit, so that's probably why the production sped up on the peasant pikeman from before maybe. So we've got Marula has leveled up. We got so many things to choose from. Okay, what do we got? So we get signature skills every 5 levels. Lord of the Crops. The city of which of this hero is governed against 25 food income. Okay, knowledge income, mana, production. While army leader, after winning combat, units in the army regain 5 hit points, 25% movement speeds. Movement points, sorry. We got increased ranged attacks, increased defense, increased fighting, melee attacks, warfare. For 1 turn, gain 8 movement, slippery, elusive, and swift. Battle magic. All these other abilities, maybe. We've got a lot of resistances on us anyway. We probably wouldn't need like a resistance passive anyway. Experience leader. While army leader, all non-hero units in the army gain +2 experience each turn. So the normal units can also get level ups as well, apparently. This unit deals 20% damage when adjacent to another friendly unit will stand together. Can see camouflage units. That sounds like that could be quite useful. Target friendly units gain steadfast. +10 maximum hit points. Let's go... I mean, we're going to be using this one for fighting a lot and clearing out a lot of stuff. I think Lord of War could be quite good. Healing after every combat. Seems like that could be pretty useful. And then let's go kill this Marauder on our next turn. Kind of blocking the way. These archers have got quite low HP, but they do have like a... Is that like a veteran badge that they have? Oh, so they get more HP the more they rank up, and then it's like soldier, veteran, elite, and then once they hit elite they get more damage. Champion, legend, and then eagle eye. I don't know what that necessarily means. Maybe they get to shoot further or something.
You have gathered a large amount of Imperium. This represents the influence you have over the world. You can use it to acquire new cities, unlock new Empire skills, or speed up city growth.
Imperium is minigame by building parts of a wizard tower on your throne city or annexing ancient wonders. So I think we now own this gold mine. It should be giving us increased gold income. So we can use our Imperium to increase the population of our town, which then would allow us to annex another region as well. Cost of founding a new city costs 150. I think maybe we don't do anything with it right now, and maybe we look to potentially... I mean, in 2 turns we're going to get enough population anyway to increase. Maybe it's important to get as much stuff as possible early on. Okay, let's attract the population. So now we can annex another territory. So we have an iron vein here. Oh, there's a chest down there as well. I forgot about that. So maybe we can claim this iron. So that would give us plus 10 production points and plus 5 gold. Whereas a quarry would give us plus 15. It seems like the iron deposit just gives you that. So I don't necessarily need to build a mine on this node. So if I were to build a farm, I would still then get 10 production anyway because of the iron deposit regardless. Whereas over here, the pastures, because of the sheep, that would give me plus 10 farm anyway. I see now, I'm starting to understand. So we can go all in on farms here maybe in this region. So it would be... So building a farm would give us plus 15 food, which would then in turn make it so that we get more population to then annex more territories. So let's get a farm down here. There we go. And if we zoom all the way out, our territory is expanding. Very cool. Yeah, once you start getting... That's the things with like the Paradox games. I wasn't able to get over like some of their medieval kind of political kind of games. Like the in-depth systems in there were just kind of overwhelming, but it does feel rewarding once you kind of understand like parts of it and then get to utilize that. If that makes any sense. I guarantee this game is going to be like quite complicated, but if you can get a grasp of the mechanics, I'm sure that you can kind of get over some of those hurdles. So let's have a look at fighting this guy here. So we've got a couple of units that may be a little bit lower on HP. It's a low risk battle still. I want to kind of do one more manual combat. And then I think that will end out the episode. So we're going to try and make sure that we don't lose too many units here. Looks like they're already running away, maybe? Oh, they're setting up some defensives. Oh, they've summoned... They're summoning creatures. So is this like the infestations? So spirit hawks, there's worms.
A powerful melee fighter specializing in high damage charges. Its attacks can cancel defense mode, which makes it strong against shield units and support units.
Okay. So we can't use any spells yet because it's the first one. Let's position so that we have our pikemen in front. We've still got our scouts with us. Should probably let the scouts like run around on the world map a little bit. We can put some of these range units behind. Do we have access to a heal? Heals 10 temporary hit points. So we could heal up these rangers. Oh, I didn't mean to actually move the rangers. So there's a left click? No, I keep left clicking to do the actual ability, but I think it's right click. Yeah, right click. So those are temporary hit points. Just put some defensive things down. Got a lot of units heading our way now. Don't think we're in range to reach right now. But we could initiate combat with this unit here, so we might do that. I might bring... Yeah, let's bring these units forward to melee attack, these burbs.
A unit just got hit by a retaliation. This happens when a melee unit is struck from within its zone of control.
Oh, I see. So it owns the area, so it can hit back. I got it. And then we could maybe move these support troops a bit closer. I mean, those shock troops are gonna be a bit of a problem soon, aren't they? So we can mark... I want to mark those as prey. So they're becoming a little bit weaker. Gonna move those troops forward more. Let's get these scouts to kind of wrap around a little bit. It should be okay to fire there, I would imagine. Nope, they're out of range still. Now they're in range. Not the most amount of damage in the world. We need to kind of bring these archers in closer too. Pile of materials. Does that mean we can hide behind those? How does that work? Alright, so we can shoot our arrows at these burbs. Then we need to bring our king closer. And we might as well shoot the burbs. These are some strong burbs. They're just not wanting to go down really, are they? This should do quite a bit of damage. Maybe, oh, we can nearly kill them outright. There's only one burb left. Be interested to see what these worms do. They've been strengthened. Unleash the beast. These have been strengthened as well. So these might end up doing quite a bit of damage. They're circling around for our pikemen. We got flanked. Looks like they're going to get hit again. They retaliated. They're taking a lot of damage. So both of these frontline units are both taking quite some damage here. Magic Blast will do quite a bit of damage here. We should probably use... one of our abilities. Let's do Marcus Prey again on these worms. Did the wrong button again. Okay, so Marcus Prey. So they're going to take increased damage. These pikemen I'm kind of worried about a little bit. I'm wondering if I could circle around and just hit these range units at the back. I wonder if they'll be weak. They seem to be kind of like support-like units. That did nothing. Could be worth using a heal here. Okay, so that's topped up the pikemen a little bit. I don't know if they'll actually be able to hold on or not with that position. Now these bannermen can't cast because they don't have control of that area. So we need to move them back out a bit, but they're going to get hit first before that happens, which is a bit yikes. And then we need to banner strike. We need to kill something here. Let's hit these worms. Okay, so that did quite a lot of damage. Oh wow, these archers might actually be able to kill these worms outright. Huge. Okay, good, good, good. What do I want to do here? It's right about these pikemen. I don't have a heal available to me. We definitely need to kill these birds though, so maybe we just use those pikemen just to give them a little stab. Okay, fantastic. We can move closer, I guess, to protect the rear flank for the pikemen. And then we can give these guys a little poke. They're also hit by a blind now, which I'm not fully sure actually what that does. That's all of our moves. We need to get to those tier 2 casters at the back at some point though. Seems like the heal's just about holding out for the pikemen. They're going to get shot here though. Or they're going to take another ranged hit here, aren't they? Okay, we've just lost our one frontline unit. How much damage can we do to these guys? Oh, these... Right, we can get these bowmen in better position, I think, here. That's going to do a huge chunk of damage. And then maybe we can just banner strike. And then let's move forward. I'm just wondering if it'd be better to just walk up and stab, but then we'll be in their zone of control, so that might not be too good. Let's just take a step forward, just to increase the chances of landing, of hitting here, and then we'll try and focus on the same one. We could use a temporary heal aura here. I think that would be fine. Everyone's happier. I'm worried about these scouts. If these guys have decent ranged attack, then I might lose my scouts. Oh, these scouts are doing quite a bit of damage now to these units at the back. I think I've got no turns left. Oh, maybe I think I had one more turn left on one of those banners, maybe? Yeah, these scouts might be in a lot of trouble. They're gonna get hit again. I need to get these scouts out of the way, like, super urgently. They're kind of stuck, though. But they are facing the wrong way now. Let's do another ability. And then let's shoot these guys. They did quite a bit of damage. Maybe we can get back up behind these guys and give them a little prod. Good old thwack. Morale's high. Which I think gives us increased critical strike chance, I think, maybe. These guys are also facing the wrong way as well, so we can banner strike them from behind. They're going to take a good chunk of damage here. Let's bring these archers around. Nice. should be the enemy's turn now. Their morale is low. Rangers took basically no damage there. Let's finish them off. Pew! Nice! So winning the battle gave us 110 extra production, which I'm sure will be super handy in building more things. Oh, talking about building things, I don't have any actual buildings. I should probably set up a queue for our city to actually be producing stuff. So let's build a... Let's build a granary. It's going to take a few turns. And then we can click on like the library here. Okie dokie. Well, okay, well, that's my first look into Age of Wonders 4. I'll be continuing this campaign in episode 2. If you're interested in watching me kind of complete out this kind of beginner campaign, then be sure to subscribe. Definitely enjoying the potential of this game. It's a bit overwhelming for sure at first of all these, you know, mechanical stuff, but usually when there's a lot of mechanics in place, usually means that the systems in place are probably going to be pretty engaging and quite good, especially once it starts like, you know, clicking in my brain like, okay, that's what we got to do. But if you do kind of enjoy this kind of content, then yeah, make sure you subscribe, like, let me know what I'm doing wrong as well in the comment section if you want. And yeah, I'll try and do more of this content for you again tomorrow. So yeah, bye guys, see you again tomorrow.